Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 10th, 2024 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the cards have to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Interesting. Okay. This is an intense moon. Just know that this is an intense moon for everyone. And also know that your Mercury can be a little bit off. So just being mindful about this because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Both those cards came out reverse. The Lovers represents Gemini. The Hermit represents Virgo. So if you have Virgo or Gemini in your chart, this part of your personality can really trip you up during this time. If you have Virgos and Geminis in your life, you might find that you're coming into a bit of conflict with them. We also have Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here, reverse, and water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, reverse. So this is a time where we are we want to be super steady and we want things to be super taken care of, but we can be a little bit too strict. So just be mindful about this. And our emotions can get the best of us. This moon has our emotions getting the best of us. So just be aware of this during this time. And because it's a night reverse, we can just we can react and then think. Just think kind of teenage boy type of energy. You react and then you think and you're like, "Oh man." So just be mindful about this here with the King of Cups reverse. This new moon is in Pisces, so the water sign energy, the emotional energy that we're getting from everything can be very overwhelming if you are psychic, if you are empathic, if you are intuitive in any way, shape, or form. You can be completely overwhelmed by everything that you're picking up on emotionally, spiritually, sixth sense wise. So just be aware of this because that can also be why your Mercury is so reversed during this time because everything is so intense. You're hearing so much, you're picking up on so much. However, the doors are opening. You're going to see yourself moving forward in a way that you hadn't imagined and towards a future you had almost forgotten about. So just be aware of this because that's really exciting. With the Wheel of Fortune reversed, you're entering into a new season, but this is going to be something that, again, you're resisting for one reason or another. I do see it as being like your Mercury is off, and I see that as being important. Why is that important? I don't entirely know. I do know your sister sign, okay, is Gemini, and Gemini energy is right here. It can bring out the best, it can bring out the worst in us, just as sisters can. So that energy being off can be something that just kind of yeah, messes with us a little bit. So just be mindful about this during this time. Okay. So let's see what spirit has to say. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, excuse me for a moment. If you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a shamrock in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on the 10th of March, and then every subsequent Sunday from then on. So good luck to everyone. It will be announced on this new moon reading. So it will be announced during this new moon. So not on this reading, but in a completely separate video. Okay. So let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is Earth. Yeah, we need to be grounded. Earth is reversed. We need to ground ourselves. We need to center ourselves. And we need to see ourselves as being connected with and a part of the Earth. That is going to be really important. If we do a visualization of taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you, and visualizing yourself like a tree with your feet sprouting roots that go deep into the ground, nourishing your body, soul, and spirit. And just see yourself being grounded, stabilized, strengthened. And just do that simple little meditation whenever you feel yourself getting overwhelmed. So just be aware of this during this time, that you can center yourself and really bless yourself as you're moving forward. Our chakra energy, angels, and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Holistic health. This is one of my favorite chakra cards. It's the root chakra. And it's embracing our holistic self, our healing self. And that is going to be a very powerful and very beautiful thing for us. So during this time, it's listening to our bodies. It's, paying attention to our soul, to ourself, to our healing, to the way that we need to move forward for us, to empower ourselves and to let us know that we matter and that we're listening to us. We're listening to our body. Don't push your body too hard during this moon, because you'll just find that the recovery time is quite long, and that your body is resistant to it. So just be mindful about this. With the energy to be mindful of, let's see the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides show them clearly. This is the Eight of Wands. We want things to move so fast. We want ourselves to move so fast. We can push ourselves and push ourselves. And again, I just see your body responding to this. If you push too hard, your body's just going to make you take a break. It's not that we're speaking any ill will over you at all. It's just saying you might find yourself that you get a cold, or that you stub your toe or do something that makes you have to slow down. So just be aware of this, because the Eight of Wands to be mindful of is like, we want things to be moving so fast that we're not even processing what we're doing. So just being aware of that is going to be super important. With the Lovers reverse, this is lust. Okay. Lovers reverse equals lust energy. So it's looking at things and being lustful. It's like, I want this, I want that. Our attention is being drawn every which way instead of where our heart really wants it to be, or our heart really needs it to be. We've lost we lost contact with what we love and our passion of moving forward. So just be mindful, or it's very easy to lose contact with what we love and our passion of moving forward during this new moon, where we set our intentions. We say, this is what I need, this is what I want, this is how I'm building me forward. And we can tend to lose ourselves during this time. So just be mindful about this, that we can really get caught up in the passion of things, in things that feel good in the moment, in, just forgetting that we're blessed. So just be mindful about this during this time. Again, also be mindful of a disconnect with our Mercury, whatever wherever your Mercury falls in your chart. Be mindful also of that energy, losing a bit of connection with it, but also a sense of losing connection with our voice, the way that we need to move forward in what we're saying to ourselves and what we're saying to others. There can be a sense of feeding ourselves a whole bunch of nonsense that our soul does not need, or that we're looking at and saying, but I should want this because everybody else wants this. And we're not in alignment with who we truly are, what we truly love, what we truly want. So just be mindful about this during this time, because Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is the ruler of the unseen world. And we can be having a bit of just dreams of things coming forward that knock us off our path. Like the dream of what somebody else has knocks us off of the path of where we want to be. And it moves us then. Yeah, the dream of somebody else's reality, which isn't their reality at all. And it moves us then to the Hermit. We need to turn inward, except during this moon, we're going to want to be in the middle of everything. We're going to want to be center stage. We're going to want to, have things really speed up. And that is going to hurt us, because it's not going to have us turning inward, looking at what we deeply love, looking at what we deeply want, being flexible soul and spirit with ourselves. So Sagittarius, do be mindful about this, because here we're not honoring the hard path that we have been through. I always see the Hermit, and I just turned it into the upright position, as the magician as he's walked on his journey. So the magician in this Llewellyn deck is, dressed in the finest, most beautiful purple robes. And here, magician is number 1 in the major arcana. Here we have the card number 9, which is the Hermit. And now the robes are tattered and they're worn. And I always see that connection between them, where we start off on this journey and it's like, yes, I've got this. Everything's bright, new, shiny. And then as we go on in life, our robes get tattered, our souls get worn. It becomes harder. And here it's that illumination as we move forward, knowing that it is a hard road, that we have been through a tremendous amount, and that we need to be flexible, spirit, soul, and self, because things aren't going to necessarily go according to plan, and that's okay. Do not push through it just to reach something at a certain time in the way that we thought it should be, instead of the way our soul needs it to be. It moves us to the Two of Wands. Doors are going to be opening, which is very interesting, because we're going through so much personally and spiritually that it's surprising that doors open and we see ourselves moving forward towards our spirit, towards what we love, towards what's sacredly important to us. We're looking at our future with new hope, with new eyes, and that is going to be And that is one of the most beautiful things for this moon with us, that we're setting this attention and it's like, but I see me. I know where I need to be. We're having a hard time verbalizing it. We can have a hard time connecting with it, but we can see it in our mind's eye and not losing sight of that dream, of that glimpse that spirit is giving us is going to be super, super important. Setting our intention and saying, I know this about me, because we have a knowing coming forward in this moon that is revolutionary for us. With the page, not the page, with the King of Pentacles reversed, this is going to be a time where we can have money ruling everything. So just be mindful about this. Money is important. Never going to say that it's not. But when it becomes our Lord and Master, that's not cool. So just be mindful about this during this time. We can be going through a tough financial time. Yes, absolutely. It doesn't mean that that is being said that that has to go upon us, but this is a general reading. So it's going to resonate differently for everyone. But this is a time where we're being so strict with ourselves that we're losing our connection. We're losing our connection to spirit. We're losing our connection to our balance, our harmony, which as a Sagittarius is one of the most important things to us. And we are becoming just so myopic. So don't fall into the trap of myopic. It has to be this way. It has to be that way, because we're going to really diminish the richness of our soul, of ourselves, of the way that we need to move forward. So being aware of this during this time is going to be super, super, super important for us. We need to see how things are interconnected, how things are interwoven, because it's almost as if we get a little bit ahead. We'll be like, oh, I can just pile 18 million more things to do and push myself to the point of breaking. If we're not at the point of breaking, Sagittarius, we almost feel like we're not doing enough. And that's just wrong. Emotionally, we can be emotionally overwhelmed. We need to heal and we need to slow down. That it's going to be important. We need to take care of ourselves and we need to see ourselves. We need to stay on track, yes, but not be a drill sergeant. So just be aware of this during this time with the Knight of Cups. As we move forward, we need to embrace what we love, but not be overwhelmed with our emotions, because emotions will have a tendency to overwhelm us during this time. This is a Pisces new moon. The Pisces energy can absolutely overwhelm us. We can be pulled in two directions because they're the two fish. Pisces is represented by the two fish. And we can be thinking, I have to go this way, I have to go that way at top speed. And if I don't do both at this exact moment, then I'm an absolute failure. So just be mindful about this. This seems to be a very harsh moon, a moon that has a lot of expectations that we're putting on ourselves. And we're doing so in a bit of delusion, in a bit of, being really unfair to ourselves, a sense of, I want to achieve all of this and it has to be just this moment. And Spirit's like, no, this is a time to set the attention, to say, this is what my soul needs. This is what I want. This is how I need to move forward in grace and harmony and peace for myself, and open up the doors in ways that bring me to love, instead of, forcing it and saying, this, I will love it. I will make myself love it. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. We're entering into a new season. It's taking a little bit longer than we want to. And that's why we're kind of forcing things during this time and wanting things to speed up, because we know that there's this spiritual change coming forward. We know that there's this way that our soul is supposed to be moving forward that is brilliant and beautiful, but it's not quite yet. So embracing the patience, setting the intention with this moon, knowing again that doors are opening. But we have to be very mindful of our words, what we are articulating to ourselves, what we are focusing on manifesting for our souls. It's like, okay, what are we saying to ourselves? Our Mercury is getting a little bit out of hand, meaning that there's background jibber jabber that just doesn't need to be there. Focusing our minds, saying what we really want, embracing our truth. That is what a Sagittarius is all about. And seeing those doors open and saying, this is what I need and this is where I'm headed. Just absolute determination, but not being so strict with yourself that you don't let any creativity in. You don't let any feeling guide you, because that's going to stop you. That's going to stunt your prosperity, your wealth, and what you value as much as money. And it's going to become like a pressure cooker where the emotion isn't coming through, the passion isn't coming through. And so it just builds up and builds up and builds up. And you can see that you can become more weepy, you can become scared, you can become anxious, you can become overwhelmed. So just be mindful about this. Our subconscious spirit message is love. All you need is love. Moving that forward and saying, the heart guides me. And having a chant of love, knowing that love is the most powerful and healing word. Love, love, love guides you forward. It moves you then to your subconscious chakra message, which is life purpose reverse. This is the third chakra. Again, that Mercury energy, again, coming forward. Mercury is all about the voice and talking, and that's what the third chakra is all about. So focusing on our third chakra, chanting Om Mani Padme Hum would be an amazing chant to do before you go to sleep. If you can do it also when you wake up in the morning, that would be brilliant. And just having that chanting energy, it will help activate your thyroid, but it will also help you see your purpose in life, like feel your purpose. It doesn't have to be anything grand. We always think our purpose has to be like building the pyramids. It has to be so big and grandiose that our names will be remembered forever. It can be small and it can be gentle and it can biodegrade, be kind to this earth. And that can be our purpose. So here, embracing our purpose and saying it doesn't have to be red carpet. It doesn't have to be known by everyone. It can be quiet. It can be gentle. It can be beautiful. And slowing down and embracing the beauty of this world and the beauty of ourselves, that's a treasure that most people have forgotten. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Five of Swords. We're going to be facing a battle we faced before. We're going to forget that we're not the person we once were. We are quite different. We're coming to it spiritually, emotionally, personally, quite different than we once were. So don't think that you're that same person who got to be, who was bullied around once upon a time. You're not the same person. You're stronger. Take your win. And do not let somebody make you feel small, weak, or let doubt creep in and say, well, you couldn't once upon a time, so what makes you think you can now? What makes you think you can now is that you're a very different, powerful person now. And you're embracing that power, beauty, and determination, and absolute success is leading you forward. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message. And this is the King of Wands, reverse. And I'm not surprised to see it because we can have a tendency to get in our own way during this time. And because we're represented by the wands in the minor arcana. And the king is sacred masculine energy. We can have trouble stepping into our sacred masculine self. And we can really doubt our ability to transform and embrace our success, our power, especially here on the earthly plane right now. There's something here where we're thinking, oh no, I can't be successful here. We're almost more willing to be successful in the spiritual realm or in the emotional realm than we are in the physical realm. And yet when we get out of our own way, we let ourselves transform and we embrace our passion and our fire, we are going to see that we just blaze a trail forward of success, of prosperity and bounty. And that's going to be such a game changer. So here, Sagittarius, get out of your own way. I know it sounds rude to say, and I know it is rude to say, but get out of your own way because you have tremendously brilliant things to achieve. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of your positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this moon and of yourself. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.